Guys, I'm going to play a little game with you guys, okay? I want you to guess who said this, okay? Hitler, Mel Gibson, or Kanye West, okay? Here's the quote. I'm a bit sleepy tonight, but when I wake up, I'm going DEFCON 3 on Jewish people.
You are!
There it is.
Hell yeah, boss!
Oh, hey!
Oh, yeah! Good morning! And welcome to episode 1056 of Hard Factor. It is Monday, October 10th, 2022. Thank you for cheating on the news with us today. Wes has a very spooky cup of coffee to start this October week off.
Ooh. Yeah, it's spooky. It's scary. It's something. Spooky, scary.
Yeah.
The
news was kind of spooky and scary this weekend. I wonder if it's like a getting ready for Halloween.
Men becoming wolves.
Yeah.
Wolves becoming men.
Mark has an update on pole occupations on deck.
That's right.
Nice.
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about. Yeah.
I can think of at least one.
It's spooky.
Oh, good. Coincidence. This is the spook-sode because I've got a bit of a spooky ending too, talking about disinformation during this election season. It's a serious issue to close it out. So serious.
They're still getting us, huh?
Oh, you don't even know the half of it, Mark.
It's getting worse.
It's a deep rabbit hole. We're gonna dive down in the disinformation zone today.
All right.
So
fair enough.
Yeah, a lot of it Russian. Surprise, surprise. No way.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Shocking.
They're good at that.
One of their fortes.
Yeah.
Is that the propaganda. How was the weekend, fellas? Good weekend.
Oh hell yeah, it was good. I did so many Austin things. My sister and niece were here. We went to ACL.
That's right.
We went to the ice cream museum. We tried to see the bats. That failed. We went to Congress. We went all over the place. We did like everything Austin. Yeah.
You did the Austin, the South Austin, like travel package tour,
Yes.
like tourism.
Where'd
stops.
you eat? You go to Guerrero's?
We walked past Guero's. We went to Kirby Lane.
Ooh, that's a classic.
Yeah,
Nice.
we did like so many classic Austin things. It was cool.
Were
had a good
the
time.
bats good? Were the bats good?
Oh, we failed at the bats, but that was the only thing we failed at. Yeah.
The bats suck, anyways.
They're like a waste of time, in my opinion.
They are.
But, yeah.
There.
Good weekend.
Good.
Nice. Well, good. Glad it was a good trip, Mark.
Mhm.
I didn't install that light. I said I moved the ladder over there, and then I just looked at it and I was like, nope.
Is it still sitting there?
I mean, the ladders. That's all the stuff's out. I'm thinking about it.
Is
still,
the cat
thinking
like
about it.
scaling the ladder?
No, it's put away neatly, but it's
Okay.
still just sitting out there. So is the box of the light.
Yeah, the box
fixture.
is there opened.
No, it's closed. Thankfully, I haven't gotten that far, Wes.
You didn't even open the box, huh?
Not yet.
Just put it in place.
Well, I changed out one fixture that's like just a few feet over. That's also pretty tall, and I did that maybe like a month ago. So I'm riding on the good graces of that installation still.
That's not
So-
bad. Yeah.
Just still just thinking about it.
What do you do, Wes? Work 6 weddings?
Yeah, 2 Friday, Saturday, no days off. You know, the usual.
Yeah. What do you do? Work all day?
Yeah, I worked all weekend. You know,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Idiot.
it was good though. You know,
Yeah. Nice.
no day. It makes me tougher. No days off.
Yeah. No. Whatever doesn't kill you.
I'm mentally very stable right now.
Yeah.
I bet.
Yeah.
Well, good. Well, I'm glad that you're bringing us the top stories of the day. Then
Yes. Well, I do have a great cup of coffee. If you guys just want to, get into it.
Please.
yeah.
Okay, let's get into it. What the hell was that?
Sounds like the Eagles just won.
Oh, okay. Thought
That
it was
was
either that or a
spooky.
spider.
I have my wife trained
That was
to be an Eagles
spooky.
fan. Sounds like
Nice.
the Eagles just beat the Cardinals. Yeah.
Whoa, nice.
Good.
It's
All
a
right,
good wife. All right.
It's a good wife. All right,
It's
here we
still
go.
full attempt.
Okay.
They're about to tie it up.
Or we're doing a show. All right.
Oh, tie it up. Okay. Here we go.
Yeah. Cup of coffee in the big time.
Cup of coffee in the big time. Found a great joke on the joke thread. A lot of good ones in there, but this one was, just far and away the best. It comes from Hard Factor J. Says, one winter's day, two altar
This is
boys.
the one. By the way, this is the one I
you
refrained
skipped this
from.
one. Yeah.
Because
Oh, really?
But you thought the old woman Depends was cleaner.
I thought the Depends was
don't
cleaner
know.
than this.
I don't
This
know.
is hilarious.
This is great.
I said they're on par.
Yeah. One winter's day, two altar boys are outside with their dicks in the snow. A nun, upon seeing this, says, "Whatever are you doing out there?" One of the boys says, "Cut us some slack, Sister Mary. You know how Father Flanagan likes a couple cold ones after Mass." Because the dicks are cold.
Yeah.
Snowy dicks.
Not beers. Cold dicks in the mouth.
Yeah. He likes whiskey and cold dicks. Cold altar boy dicks. Yeah.
Snowy dicks.
I like that one. Great job, Hard Factor.
Hilarious.
Jay. Yes. All right. Well, I got four update for you first. Remember that the serial killer I was telling you about?
Yes,
in
California.
Stockton. Yeah, Stockton. So they are definitely moving towards the fact this guy is a serial killer. He's been doing this for a year. So Stockton police have put out a statement regarding this person of interest, saying, "Quote: We don't know what the motive is. What we do believe is that it's mission oriented." And I think his mission is just to kill as many people as possible.
Serial killers. That's usually it, right?
Mission oriented. What does that even mean?
Yeah, I don't know. They also
Isn't it a
released
bunch
this-
of dudes too? I was looking
Yeah.
at the victim list. It's like a ton
it's
of
dudes.
dudes.
It's dudes who are just like by themselves, late at night, no one around, and he just shoots them. He just shoots them in the head.
Cool.
So this surveillance footage.
Hard to
That'll
defend
do it.
against that if you're
That'll
just
do it. Yeah.
totally by yourself in the middle of the night.
Yeah,
Yikes.
but they do have a lead, guys, and I want to share this image with everyone out there, just in case you do see this person. They put out this image to help the public identify the guy, and there it is.
Oh, great.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that's the
so
image.
He's wearing a beanie, a jacket, and long pants. They're all dark, so you can
Hold on. Mhm.
This guy's fucked.
anything.
Yeah. That should be easy. So if you recognize this guy's height and gait,
Kind of skinny.
which is all they really have to go on.
He's between 5'1" and 6'6", and between 140 and 210,
He's not obese. You can tell that
and
by
he's
the picture.
probably a male.
Yeah, probably a white guy. Just judging on his
just
gait.
by the
I'm
and
going by
also
the
by the
gait.
fashion, the all
Yeah, the
black
fashion.
clothes,
Yeah.
the all black clothes.
He walks like a white guy, like
Yeah.
like a loser.
Speaking of an obese shot, though,
He's got no
those ladies
swagger.
in green.
No,
He's
swag.
got a lot of swagger, unfortunately, for a serial killer. That's bad news. Did you guys see the ladies in green though? They got caught as we predicted because of the bug shot. Well, because they took their heads.
Oh, yeah, the
green ladies.
Yeah,
Green
took the-
Goblin gang from
They
the New
took
York
the
City subway.
suit heads off, and they obviously got caught. So they all got caught like quickly.
Right. Once one got caught, they all got caught. Yeah.
Hopefully, they catch this fucking guy, serial killer.
Yeah, those
Yeah.
people were just like robbing some people in the subway. They should definitely
Right.
go to jail. But this guy's shooting men in the back of the head.
Also, probably why he's better at concealing his identity than those other ladies. He's a more serious criminal. This guy's a problem.
He wants to continue doing it.
Yeah, he's a real issue.
And actually, correction. So the ballistic tests have linked the same gun to 6 men and 1 woman death. The death. So 7. He's
But
got
did she have like a short haircut? Was she like?
probably. Yeah,
Yeah.
probably. Yeah.
He's like, fuck.
Name was Kevin or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, guys. I want to play a little
She was
game.
playing disc golf.
Yes. Exactly.
Oh, fucking serial killers, man.
Serial
Look,
7 people. That's
Yeah. Serial killers.
Dahmer.
Guys,
I blame Netflix.
yeah.
yeah,
The
they
serial
do.
killer culture is a little bit weird.
They do give them some.
Thing's been
shine on
trending number
Netflix.
1 for like 3 weeks. Get out of here.
Yeah, I started watching
Why
the
is there-
Dahmer tapes last night.
No, don't do that.
Oh yeah, they made a companion piece. I bet I'm
They
sure.
did, yes.
That's
They did.
just like a famous person reading his writings.
yeah, like Morgan
His
Freeman.
insane writings. Here's some of his insane writings from jail, and here's like Morgan Freeman that we paid
Yes.
to read them.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Here's a $1 billion production of his manifesto.
Yeah, great.
But we're not trying to make you obsessed with serial killers.
No, you know what? Yeah, you won't get famous if you're a serial killer unless you know Netflix.
It's
picks it
written in shit. Here's a, it's
It's like the intro to Rings of Power. They paid for it to be written in real human shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Every single line of the manifesto.
Yeah, so be careful out there, Stockton people. West, okay? Here's the quote. I'm a bit sleepy tonight, but when I wake up, I'm going DEFCON 3 on Jewish people.
That's Kanye.
Gotta be Kanye. Because the reason why Mel Gibson wouldn't have been able to tweet that at that point of the night.
Right.
He would have just kept he would kept searching it in his phone instead of tweeting it.
Mel Gibson's also never sleepy. He's just drunk.
Right.
And on uppers.
Yeah. Hitler's a little too hip for Hitler.
Yeah.
Well, he just wasn't.
Too hip for Hitler, and Mel Gibson was never sleepy.
Yeah. The era gets it on that one. Yeah, the era.
You guys got it. I'm gonna read you the rest of the statement.
So why did he do that, Wes? But I mean, that's a better question.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna read you the rest of the statement because it gives it away who it is. It says, quote, the funny thing is, I actually can't be anti-Semitic because black people are actually Jews also. You guys have toyed with me and tried to blackball anyone who ever opposes your agenda. And that was a tweet from Kanye West, or Instagram post from Kanye West, I guess. And that's what got him banned on both Instagram and now Twitter over the weekend for anti-Semitic, pretty much hate speech. And this is what Kanye's up to now, following the controversy that Ye stirred up when he wore that White Lives Matter shirt at the Paris fashion show that Will talked about last week. I believe it was Will. And according to the Defamation League, the phrase White Lives Matter first appeared in 2015 as a racist response to the Black Lives Matter movement. So people are not happy with Kanye, of course, about that White Lives Matter shirt.
Did you see what he said the next day, Wes? Do you have that?
On Tucker?
Yeah, or I think he posted a story of the text that he said.
He posted a bunch of stories of the text, but he also went on Tucker. He did.
Yeah, he went on Tucker for sure. But he goes, the Black Lives Matter movement is over. You're welcome. That was one of the IG stories.
Case closed.
Because he says that he killed it with the, but he's like a yin and yang thing there.
He also told Tucker that he did it because he thought it was funny, and I feel like if he had just left it at that alone, it wouldn't have been as bad. But everything outside of that was insane.
Right. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Right. Yeah. He said it was funny. He said it was the obvious thing to do. Just a black man stating the obvious is what he said. It was what he said on Tucker. And that shirt,
he attacked like the original creator of like Vogue or something like that. Not the black female journalist, but like the original male guy who's dead from cancer. They're like, he would be rolling around his grave, and he said, well, he's a fucking idiot. And they're like, he's dead from cancer. And he's like, well, I didn't know that.
Yeah. Well,
damn.
He's on one.
Yeah,
he's on tilt. That's what happens when you're on tilt.
Yeah.
He's on tilt.
This is one of these times like this is when I wish one of us was non-white so that we could make a parody shirt. But there's definitely no way.
We have a few black friends. Well, we can call them.
Well, listen, Will, I'm about to show you a video. I'm about to show you a video that it pretty much puts a hit out on anyone that wears this White Lives Matter
what the
shirt.
Fuck, people? Oh my god!
And that is one Diddy, who was really riled up about the White Lives Matter shirt. And Kanye, or Ye, sorry if I'm getting that wrong, Ye put out a bunch of tweets that he shared with Diddy over the weekend after Diddy reached out to him. And here's tweet number one.
He goes, anything you text me, I will post.
Yeah, exactly. Here's the first one. It says, Diddy says, as soon as I land, we'll meet face to face. Send me address. And then Kanye says, N-word, fuck you, you fed, right? Okay.
Called him a fed.
Called him a fed.
P. Diddy?
Yeah, P. Diddy. And then he said, and then P. Diddy says, N-word, send me address. Let's stop playing these internet games and don't feel threatened. You'll be fine. Just love. And then Kanye says, this ain't a game. I'm used to you as an example to show the Jewish people that told you to call me that no one can threaten or influence me. I told you this was war. Now I'm going to get you some business. Now you're going to get you some business, right? Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay. And then he says, I can't read him off the fucking screen.
No, you can't.
I'm just going to talk to you as a black man. Diddy says this, and I'm talking to you because this is hurting people. Stop. And then Kanye says, yeah, I love you. And then you guys are breaking my heart. I accept your apology in advance. Anything you text, I will post. So
exactly. Here's the thing.
Yeah.
Anyone that's related to, Kanye that talks to Kanye, stop sending him stuff. He's going to post it.
It's hilarious.
You need to leave him alone for a little while. Like maybe reach out to him, see if he's okay, but don't talk shit to him. He's going to post it.
Right. He's going through a thing and he put it out there. Like I saw him posting all these text screenshots, and the one that I saw was that like he's like basically like anybody that sends me anything, I'm posting it.
All these like Khloe Kardashian's like putting shit out there, and she's like everyone just stop. Like he's going to absolutely expose every single thing you say.
That's right.
Right. Because he did get some like weird comments from some people and stuff, but he's also going crazy. So it's like so it's just like a whole fucking mess in general. But,
it is a mess.
But guys, warning, if you don't, I know you guys like high fashion, but do not wear a White Lives Matter shirt, because Diddy put out this video.
I'll have to cancel that order. I was going to get one.
Cancel that order. And it's pretty much a hit.
Christmas, yeah.
Here's what Diddy had to say.
What's up, y'all? I am not about to be addressing every last thing that's going on in the world on the internet. But the thing I do have to address is this White Lives Matter t-shirt. I've always been there, and I will always support my brother Kanye as a free thinker. But the White Lives Matter t-shirt, I don't rock with it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not with it. And with the press and what fashion is doing, thinking it's a joke. But right now, all America has planned for us is poverty, incarceration, and death. So before I could get to any other lives matter, which all lives matter, you know what I'm saying? That Black Lives Matter, don't play with it. If you can, don't wear the shirt, don't buy the shirt, don't play with the shirt. It's not a joke.
So there you have it. Not a joke.
He did.
It makes sense though. So like to an extent, right? To an extent, all lives matter. Okay, fine. Obviously, like Black Lives Matter is talking about like what he said, like black people being mistreated for hundreds of years, incarceration, slavery, the whole nine, right? Still like shitty neighborhoods and not fair systems set up for black people. It's like having a Native American Lives Matter shirt and then a counterpart being like Pilgrim Lives Matter. You know,
for sure.
It's insane. Yeah. The White Lives Matter shirt's insane.
The thing that for sure, the thing that hurts the BLM shirt itself is the fact that it's also like an organization, and a lot of people
the people
that
took advantage of BLM,
right? A lot of people are against that organization and feel like it was very advantageous taking advantage.
For sure, people that stole money from Black Lives Matter that are working for Black Lives Matter.
Well, that's the name of the charity. They sell the shirt,
I understand,
so,
but as a like thing, you have to understand like. All Lives Matter is absolutely the borderline of too racist. All Lives Matter is borderline too racist. White Lives Matter is extremely fucking racist, period.
Which is why Kanye did it on purpose. And then he next day is like, Black Lives Matter is over. You're welcome.
Yeah, okay.
So, I mean, like he thinks it's hilarious and that he's proving a point. Diddy thinks he's being a racist idiot. Everybody's angry. Kanye's posting every single text that gets sent to him.
Yeah, exactly. Well, you don't need to fight crazy with giving him more information to send out to the internet.
Right. And some of these people are sending like long diatribes to him, and
it's not going to change Kanye's mind. He's
just it's also going to make everybody think like you text like a weirdo too.
Stop, and they're also like drinking, like they're also like angry, emotional. They're like a little bit drunk, and they're sending Kanye a drunk text, and then he's posting it. Then they look like idiots as well.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Can't wait for the MAGA hats and the White Lives Matter shirts to be.
Oh, this is definitely election season, man. When we get into the disinfo, just wait for it. The internet is a cesspool leading up to the elections, and Kanye's very political. So is Diddy. They're probably, they're on opposite sides, obviously here, and it's just like it's going to get crazier as we get closer.
Yeah.
November 8th can't get here and fucking leave soon enough,
Yeah. Well, he said he is going to push those tees, and you can't fuck with his money, and he's going to make that money off those tees, is what he said. So,
yeah,
we'll see.
I saw Adidas put his deal on hold for Yeezys because of this too.
Yeah.
So
I went to the ice cream museum this weekend. Shout out Jessica for the free tickets, intern Jessica.
Nice.
And in the ice cream museum, one of the rooms is you can draw your own like ice cream cone. Like you can like do little art and then you send it and it shows it to the one room and everyone gets to watch your little ice cream art. And they're all horrible. Like mine was horrible. And one guy wrote like Trump 2024 MFers. It's like, oh, very cool.
I was
it's like
hoping
all, like, little kids. It's a pink museum. And this jackass had to write Trump 2024 in his ice cream cone, like a piece.
I was
of
hoping
shit.
you were going to say he wrote White Lives Matter.
I mean, almost. He almost did.
I mean, it's coming. I mean, this is just the start of White Lives Matter. This is just the tip of the iceberg.
It's a bunch of kids
and you can blame every violent act that happens because of it on Kanye. All right, guys. Moving on to some sports news. Draymond Green, right? You guys see this video?
Yes.
Another calm and rational guy.
Oh.
Yeah. Apparently he's a power forward for the Golden State Warriors. He's a lunatic apparently. And he's got a giant reach and a very powerful right cross. As you can see in this video, I'm going to play for you. Here it is. He lost his mind during practice this past Wednesday and just levels Jordan Poole. Yeah. Here's the video that we posted on our Twitter.
I mean, Poole pushes him once, and then Green just decks him.
I mean, who hasn't pushed someone to practice? They're like, he was in his face. He pushed him off him, and then
I will say this though. Yes. Apparently, Poole is a big time shit talker, and
so is Draymond Green though.
A type of guy who gets his ass kicked maybe frequently, and Green is the type of guy who gets in fights frequently.
Well, they love each other. That's why Draymond loves Poole, is because
they're similar.
They're similar. That he like forced them to have their lockers next to each other when Poole joined the team.
They're the two biggest shit talkers. On the team.
So how did he lose his cool that much? I mean, what did he?
They don't know what was said, but Draymond Green sounds like he's going through some mental problems.
I'll tell you the theory. The theory is Jordan Poole is becoming an all-star, and he's about to price himself out of the Warriors because they have too many all-stars, including Draymond Green. So the theory is that Jordan Poole's like, I'm about to leave this team anyways because you can't afford me, or
probably said something like that.
It's kind of like one of those two has to go because they can't afford all these all-stars. They can't afford Steph Curry and Klay Thompson and Draymond Green.
Draymond's like, that's not funny, and just clocks him.
Yeah, so he wasn't maybe paying attention to practice or whatever, and then they got in each other's face and he knocked him out, which is
big time. We got big time over here.
Yeah.
Oh, we got big time over here.
Yeah, they're all denying. The reason I think that's the case is because every single one of them has said, I'm not going to tell you what it's about, but I can promise you it's not about Jordan Poole's contract negotiations. That's the only thing they're all saying.
The one thing it's not about.
Yes.
Right. Draymond also isn't he now out of the league for a while? I would imagine he's
taken himself out of the league. No, it's internal because it's not during the season, so it's all internal.
He said he's giving him space.
No, they can't do anything.
No, he voluntarily, he apologized. He left immediately. He said, quote, I'm going to continue to stay away as I've been away and continue to do work on myself, but also just give the guy space.
He's going to go until the executives make a decision on whether it's him or Poole.
Well, you can't come back if Poole's still icing his face at practice.
No,
you got to wait till his heels.
Draymond's a great defensive player, but Poole's a better scorer. Go with Poole.
Yeah.
No, you can't. If it's one or the other, Draymond just made the decision for him.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Also, Steve Kerr said, "Look, this is fucking basketball. I've seen 20 fights and practices. This happens, but like
unconscious,
right? But the fact that it leaked is what's making it also a bigger deal.
I wouldn't call that necessarily like
he got knocked out cold, dude.
I wouldn't call it a cheap shot, but Draymond did not telegraph like he was.
It was semi-cheap, yeah.
Like he brought the fist up from his waist and
Jordan Poole wasn't even looking him in the eyes.
Right. Yeah, dude. It was pretty bad.
He went from a push to a death blow. I mean,
because he did get pushed. So you are allowed to like hit somebody after they push you. But the fact is he just sent a haymaker right away.
If wasn't even a hard
Jordan
push.
Poole had put his hands up to fight, then he could punch him. Jordan Poole pushed him off and then looked to the side and got knocked unconscious.
No, Draymond wanted to punch him in the face, and that's what he did to make it happen.
It's because he's a big shot now. Is what Draymond thinks. Draymond used to be the head of the Warriors, right? He used to be like the entire soul of that organization, and now he's not, because he's not that good anymore, and because he knocks people unconscious. So he's out.
Yeah, he's gone. You got to think he's gone for sure.
Yeah. Well, he'll fight in the UFC one day, because
I wouldn't want somebody back on the team after they knocked out a teammate. It's going to just be intrinsically awkward.
If I was Jordan Poole, I'd demand a trade if that dude is allowed back on the team.
Right.
Yeah. All right, let's go to the top story of the day, or
the cream of the crop.
Hey, Will, if you think that your daycare is full of morons, Wait until you see what they're doing at one daycare called Lil Blessings Child Care and Learning Center in Hamilton, Mississippi. And here's the outside of Little Blessings. I think that is
Looks like my house.
yeah, it looks like a house. It's a
That's
house.
a house.
Mhm.
That looks like my
That's a
house.
And Wes, I will say this: I do know that relativity is a thing, and that I'm relatively blessed actually with my daycare that sends my daughter home pretty much every other week.
She's a Club Med compared
clockwork.
to this.
Right. Yeah. Let me tell you though, if parents aren't going to be able to send their kids to Little Blessings daycare this coming week, even if they wanted to, because they've fired pretty much everyone there following the stunt I'm about to show you guys. And I know you guys have seen this.
Draymond Green would be an upgrade.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
What were they paying the people to work here? Like $6 an hour? Had to be under the table, right?
In
I mean, it's a
Hamilton,
house.
Mississippi, I'm going to say probably $12 an hour max.
Yeah, it's a house.
It's a house, yeah. I mean, my son's first daycare was at like a little house. They can, that's what they do a lot of the times. But
I think it was on a scale. Well, the closer it got to rent, it probably went up that week, and then like depending on
Right. It's like
yeah,
whatever you can afford.
this week, it's
this
100.
week.
yeah. So I know you guys have seen this, but if you don't know, what happened at Little Blessings Daycare Center is they're a daycare center. They care for kids that are 2 and 3 years old, and those kids can be a nightmare. So when CeCe, who is the main character in this hellish play I'm about to show you, brought a scream mask to work to scare one of her colleagues, one of the other colleagues had a great idea. Said, hey, these kids have been fucking with us since day one. They don't listen. The damn cameras make it so we can't spank them, but you know what we can do? We can scare the piss out of these little bastards and scare the piss and shit literally out of these kids. CeCe did with her scream mask. So here's the video. Donning her scream mask, she systematically entered each daycare room and with the help of her colleagues, pinpointed the kids that don't seem to want to listen and then traumatized them for life by screaming in their faces. Yeah, 2 and 3 years old. Yeah, I mean, this is Will's daughter age.
This would be, I can't even imagine. Like, it would be like a murder scene inside the class if somebody was to
If
do
the
this
parents were
inside the
there,
class.
if the parents were there, yeah.
Yeah.
No. I'm saying like even without the kids, I mean, they get scared of like, so at this age, they get scared of anybody that they don't recognize coming through the door. So
Any
like
loud noise.
What I'm saying is that like
Yeah.
2 and 3 year olds not going to learn anything from this, and any parent that watches this video would kill the person that did this.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah,
Yes.
murder scene in multiple ways. I was just thinking of like the screams.
Oh, yeah.
And the fact it would just be so insane. Like the class,
Yeah.
the kids would lose their minds.
So what you're going to hear in the video is, besides the screams of terror of 2 and 3 year olds, is her colleague telling CeCe who to target because they have been bad. Here's the video.
So
Holy shit.
she had a compass. Oh my god!
Get Caden.
Terrified.
I mean, she's yelling at the top of her lungs in these kids' faces.
These kids are one by one getting
Oh my
scarred
god!
for life.
One
And
kid
she
covered his
leaves.
face.
Okay.
She did that classroom to classroom.
Yeah. Classroom to classroom. I mean, these kids are traumatized.
Oh yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
This will affect them for life.
Anytime they see that mask, every single
Got his hand,
minute.
that kid's got her hand over there.
And then she's like rubbing his head.
Yeah, oh my god, she fake out, calmed them down, and then
Yeah.
scared them again.
Okay, now here's.
Cadence has been good. Don't get her.
Don't get Cadence.
Yeah.
She's been fine.
They should arrest these people.
And she's pointing at one kid, being like, should I scare the
and
fuck
he's
out of
al-
him?
He's already crying.
Yeah.
Now he's been bad. Do I need to take you outside? She says in this kid's face with a scream mask on.
Oh my
Then she screamed
god,
at
dude.
Better be good.
Oh my goodness. Well, all the kids that watch that kid get screamed.
Now
at.
she's pounding on another door and then enters, and the kids just, immediately go nuts.
Dude, this would be scary for an adult.
She keeps going back into the rooms. What the fuck is wrong?
These are
with this
different
lady?
rooms.
She enjoys it.
Yeah.
She enjoys it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no, I got more info on that later.
She enjoys the shit out of it.
They're supposed to be cleaning up, monster.
Yeah, they're supposed to be cleaning up, Monster.
So there's a
But now she's trying to get him to clean up by scaring the piss out. Now she's chasing one of the kids.
Shit his pants.
Yeah, his tears are scared. They're not changing diapers, are they, Mark?
God.
They're just walking around scaring all the kids.
Clean up, or the monster's gonna get you.
She's not even targeting people in that room. She's screaming at everyone. And who cares if 1 2-year-old acts up? Like
Clean up. Okay, you guys get it.
That's insane. So not only was it the chick going around scaring all the kids, but it was a one filming and another producing and telling her who to scare. So that's 3 teachers not doing anything, not looking after any kids, not changing anybody, not making sure everybody's behaving.
Arrest all of them.
Walking around torturing the fucking kids.
Four employees total have been fired from this place, including CeCe.
Fuck firing. The people that were accomplices should be fired. The woman in the scream mask should serve multiple years in jail.
Right.
At least community service. That's
No,
bad.
jail.
Guys,
Multiple years in jail.
CeCe is really sorry. Here's an apology video she posted
Fuck
to Facebook. Let me just show you.
What you guys didn't see was after I had left the room, I took it off and I came back into the classroom and I was like, they call me CeCe. Well, they call me CeCe. I said, CeCe got the monster, monster.
Got the monster. Which is real.
It's not coming back, whatever I said. I don't remember my exact words, and they would hug me.
Yeah.
And, I've known those kids.
This is the worst apology I've ever
their
seen.
whole lives, as long as they've been there. They started in the baby room.
Is this Antonio Brown?
They made it to my room, and then the 2-year-old room, and the 3-year-old room. But
They trusted me.
Is her closet
It's a bird.
I'm truly
What is that
sorry
on the right side of the screen?
to the whole
yeah, that's
Hamilton community.
closet's over her bed?
They're not
You can also
paying.
hear
This
a bird
has
in the
been-
background.
Really, really hard.
Oh, man.
It wasn't meant to harm anybody.
What the
and
fuck was it
wasn't
meant to do then?
ill-intentioned.
Well, she'll get to it. Here, listen to it.
When it comes to daycare,
Perfect
a daycare
explanation.
setting, there's only so much we can do. What we do, what we're supposed to do in a daycare setting and a school setting is positive reinforcement. And
Failed.
sometimes it doesn't work, and we're not allowed to do timeout, and obviously, no corporal punishment, which
Can't hit
has
'em.
never been a thing there.
Built up and it built
There's no
up.
form
and
for
the
a parent to
monsters
sign to
came.
give us permission to do that, even if it was an option, but it's not an option.
So I
It's
can't
that
hit
damn-
him.
It's that damn Joe Biden. It's the damn gays. It's the damn. Like, what are we talking about here?
Why she didn't realize she totally negated all of her points about it not being to hurt anybody when she said it was punishment?
Yeah, no, she's an idiot. She's a fucking moron. One dad did weigh in on it from the local news about how he feels. Here's
Just him
that clip.
cleaning his gun.
Take security cameras. It would definitely take more leadership, more I guess better management skills. Not leaving immature employees, responsible of these little kids and their lives.
Now, the release of these videos has left some parents feeling like they just can't trust Lil Blessings with their children right now. However, there are still a handful of parents who feel the exact opposite. Now, coming up at 6 o'clock tonight, you'll hear from some of those parents who say they still trust Lil Blessings with their children's safety.
They're the cheapest in town. What are we gonna do?
Yeah.
They're the only daycare in town. So that
That's
was a
just
dad.
friends.
that-
Friends
exactly.
and family are going to defend him, but that's insane.
So what's fucked up is that this was not so. Everyone thinks that this is the first time this happened, but Sheila Sanders, who's the owner of this child care center, who had nothing to do with this, she said that this has been going on. This is the second time they've done this. So this monster that they've created is just what they do to control the kids. It's like Santa Claus.
Yeah, exactly. It's every holiday.
It's horrible. It's like lumps of coal. They're handing out lumps of coal.
Yeah.
Here comes the leprechaun monster for St. Patty's Day.
Exactly. You
Here
guys
comes
haven't been
the-
behaving. I'm gonna bring the monster
Here
in.
comes the
How did she
Easter Bunny
admit
monster.
to it all on Facebook? What a moron.
Yeah, she's an idiot.
I
so
think she feels guilty, Will.
Oh,
I
she
mean,
does.
wouldn't
She feels terrible, but she's an idiot. She had a really tearful. It was like a 6-minute thing that I cut down.
It was 18
tearful.
minutes. That's what I
Yeah.
said.
Yeah,
She did
it's
an
long.
18-minute nothing apology.
18 minutes
Right,
explanation about how she screams at kids to torture them because they're not allowed to do, not allowed to hit them.
Just disappear, switch talents, and be grateful you're not in jail. Psycho.
Right.
CeCe.
Just switch careers. You're not meant to be in childcare.
Just get fucking lost, CeCe.
You know, that was a litmus test for you, CeCe, and it was, and the result was not supposed to be a daycare worker. Yeah.
Right.
That was the result. That was an aptitude test. You failed.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look for something else.
Yeah.
That should have been the apology. Should have been a 5-second apology. I'm gonna look for something else.
Right. I'll never go around little kids ever again. And I realized that after watching myself on video with
that would have held more water. That would have been more meaningful.
Everybody would have just given you a standing ovation.
I promise I'll never do anything in childcare ever again.
That's right. So, happy Halloween. There you go. There's that. And a cup of coffee in the big time was brought to you today by my bookie. Your favorite athletes always strive to put themselves in a winning position, and it's about time you did too with my bookie.
Like the 5-0 Eagles?
The 5-0 Eagles.
Yeah, they did. Your wife was right.
Squeaked
Good call, Allie.
It was a good scream.
It was. Sound like one of those kids. My bookie has the biggest online selection of odds and contests to fill all your sports betting needs anytime, anywhere. Bet on the NFL, MLB playoffs, or play for a share of big cash prizes in the weekly blackjack tournaments. You hear that? Blackjack. You hear that? Casino. You hear that? Wow. If you've been waiting for the right time to get in on the action, the time is now. Make your winning move today. Sign up at MyBookie. Use our promo code HARDFACTOR and claim your deposit match of any amount up to $1,000. So you put in $1,000. MyBookie says, "Oh, here's another $1,000 for you." You're welcome.
What a deal.
Again, that's promo code HARDFACTOR to claim your bonus. Experience sports in a whole new light and make this season a winning one. Bet anything, anytime, anywhere with MyBookie.
Excellent.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, I'm up next.
Yeah, Mark.
My bad. Well, guys, let's save you some more money. Okay, you're gonna win some money on MyBookie. How about we save you some money? Because from cringing at the pump to getting an eye-popping check at your favorite restaurant, inflation is still hitting us where it hurts in the pocketbook, and it's hitting us hard. It really hurts. That's why I started using Upside. Upside is an incredible app for anyone who buys gas, gets groceries, or dines out, which I believe is everyone.
Guilty.
Guilty. With every purchase.
This is a tidal wave of good fortune for you. Making and saving. Cash back. So much cash back rewards right now. This is amazing.
MyBookie Upside, you don't have to send your kids to Little Darlings or whatever it's called, Little Blessings. You can go somewhere else. With every purchase, I'm earning little scaries. With every purchase, I'm earning cash back thanks to Upside. Every time I go get gas, my wife in particular, I'll bring her up for the third time. She drives for a living. She gets gas all the time. It saves my household a ton of money. I'm not joking. It's important. It's a free app.
If you get a lot of gas, it's huge, and groceries for everything.
Free app and groceries. Yeah. We do get a lot of groceries. To get started, all you have to do is download the free Upside app. Use our promo code HARDFACTOR and get $5 or more cash back on your first purchase of $10 or more. Next, claim and offer whatever you're buying on Upside. Check in at the business. So you basically drive to the, your grocery store, Kroger, H-E-B, whatever, Safeway, Giant, whatever, Whole Foods if you're fancy. You check in at the business, right? You pay as usual with a credit or debit card like you're going to anyways, and then you get your money back. Boom, you get paid. In comparison to credit card rewards or loyalty programs, you can earn 3 times more cash back with Upside, which is a free app, doesn't affect your credit, doesn't have interest rates, right? Upside users are earning more than $1 million every week. That's why they have a 4.8 star rating on the App Store, like your boys Hard Factor does as well. So download the free Upside rating. App. Yeah, I mean, that's where you want to be because, there's a couple haters, but 4.8 is perfect out of 5. Download the free Upside app and use promo code HARDFACTOR to get $5 more cash back on your first purchase of $10 or more. That's $5 or more cash back on your first purchase of $10 or more using promo code HARDFACTOR. All right, so
it's bots, Mark. I think we'll learn more about it in the Disinfo thing.
I agree. I mean, it's certainly not people that pay attention to the app. There's like, Upside.
No, they'd love it.
Hard Factor. What do strippers and firefighters have in common, guys?
Polls.
That works
call back
better.
to the beginning.
That works better. I was going to say they do a ton of cocaine. Like all of it.
Rails.
I was going to say cheat on their spouses.
Yeah, exactly. Yes. Polls is better, though. Technically, they drug screen for firefighters, but how the fuck do you think they slide down a pole successfully at 3 a.m. after being asleep?
Yeah.
And how do you think firefighters fight fires at 3 a.m.? Ho! Come on.
Yeah, they're like a little adrenaline, those firefighters, huh?
That's right. Look, my point is they're both doing great services. And they're both night owl occupations, at least partially. The good ones are, right? They're simpatico, if you will. That's why it's so weird to me that a Northern California fire department is investigating a video that shows a stripper in a bikini exiting a fire truck outside a strip club and then entering the strip club. Like, okay. Who cares? What are we investigating? How sticky the seats are? Did she overcharge him? Come on, San Jose Fire Department. What are we doing here? That's the whole story, basically. Like,
what? So they're concerned about it. They're upset.
Yeah.
How many firefighters were in the truck at the time?
I don't know, but they all had smiles on their face. I mean, here's a quote from the fire chief. If findings of an internal investigation reveal inappropriate behavior of any department members, appropriate steps will be taken to address the matter. San Jose Fire Chief Robert Sapien Jr. wrote in a statement. And Robert Sapien Sr. is probably fucking pissed because give me a break. I don't know what that means, Chief Robert, but I don't think they were looking for a kitty in a tree, right? Like, I think the kitty was on the tree in the car.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. The pussy was in the car.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kitty was climbing the trees. And by the trees, I mean every single firefighter inside the truck.
Their crotches.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, they should be allowed to do this. There should be certain jobs that have passes to do prostitution, fuck with strippers, cops, definitely one of them, EMS workers, firefighters, frontline workers should have carte blanche.
Lots of adrenaline running.
Yeah.
Lots of adrenaline dumps, lots of
and whatever
lots of highs and lows.
As well, like if they want free groceries or whatever, they should get that, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're both doing services.
Of course.
Absolutely.
But hopefully, Mark, this guy, when he was being with the nerd talk, hopefully he was being purposely vague so that he's going to be like, appropriate actions is nothing because we fuck.
It was his girlfriend, and he's like, can you give her a ride? What I like to say, though, in case Chief Robert is a nerd, is can your boy fight fires as well as he bangs strippers? Because if so, what are we doing here? Right?
Yeah, seems like right.
If they were on duty, which there were no flashing lights. I know it was in the fire truck, but there was no flashing lights. If they were on duty and someone burned to death in the area, okay, maybe. But it seems like it's just people helping people to me.
It is. It's harmless. It's totally harmless.
And then the nerd mayor of San Jose weighed in. He said, I don't have a picture. He said, what did he say? He said, if the investigation concludes that this video is as bad as it looks, then heads must roll. And I would play you the video, but it's really so simple. It's a fire truck at night driving very slow. It stops in front of a strip club. The passenger door opens and a hot chick in a bikini walks out, and that's it. It's 10 seconds. That's it.
He could have been dropping his wife off to work for all that.
Exactly.
Good point, Wes. There's also no crime there, right?
Or his girlfriend, or anyone.
Just a nice guy. Yeah.
I don't have a picture.
He probably was helping out. I saw on the side of the street, said, hey, you look like, it's dangerous out here. Why don't I give you a ride to work?
You look cold.
Yeah, you look cold.
How about you come on to the fire truck for a few lap dances on the way to the club?
Warm you up.
What's the problem, really?
I don't know, Will. I don't know, Wes. I don't know either of you. I don't know I don't know anyone that's like, what's the problem? I don't know.
What's the charge? I guess is my question. What is the charges?
Having too good a time,
and sirs.
Having too good a time. I don't know.
Making the mayor jealous is the charge.
Yeah, exactly. I don't have a picture of this nerd mayor of San Jose, but I imagine he doesn't look anything like Ray Murphy, the mayor of Fort Myers Beach.
Oh, no. Unfortunately, we're about to talk about Ray Murphy, and it's not good. So,
we've been duped.
Yeah.
I figured if there was any dirt on him that we'd get called out.
We got it right away. We got it. We got the dirt.
I figured because we loved him so much. Damn it. Yeah. All right. Fuck. Okay. Well, here's the nerd mayor that may be more like Ray Murphy than I thought. He also said, we cannot have a life critical emergency rescue apparatus relegated to a frat party bus, nor tolerate any conduct that so demeans the heroic work of the rest of our SJFD team.
Wait, this is Sam Liccardo? San Jose,
California. I don't know his name, but yeah.
Pull this asshole up.
Yeah, look him up. San Jose's mayor. He's douche.
Yeah, I got him.
A local business owner named Vince Grimaldi, which sounds like he'd be a cool guy, but no, who works next to the Pink Poodle strip club. This is the strip club where the stripper exited the truck from and walked into work from, said, I mean, my mouth dropped when I saw the video. She had no clothes on. She had a full bikini on.
Listen, I got a little theory here. This is Samuel Theodore Liccardo, the mayor of San Jose, and
He's
methinks
trying
he
to
doth
protect his
protest.
relationship, isn't he?
Methinks he doth protest too much.
I think so too, Wes. That's why I think Vince Grimaldi, who happened to set up a business next to the Pink Poodle, I think obviously Vince is covering for his wife with that quote, who is wondering why he's still operating a business that's been in the red for 10 years straight and has a high rent and a low foot traffic is right next to the Pink Poodle, is making these quotes up, right?
That's right.
Yeah.
Covering their tracks.
It's disgusting how nude the strippers were, honey.
Yeah.
By the way, dinner is great.
Exactly.
Sorry.
I was working late
I had to
again.
heat it up. Sorry, I'm late.
I was at the office.
Yeah. Come on.
Fuck, is it Tuesday? God damn it.
Give me a break, Vince. Seriously, that's it. That's the whole story. A firefighter took a stripper to work, and he got made national news in San Jose. Apparently, a probe was launched, and there's also an investigation.
The fire truck.
A probe. Come on.
Let's try to get him.
Come on. I mean, if the man can fight fires, he can get lap dances, that he pays for consensually.
Yeah.
It's probably his girlfriend. Give me a break.
It's like the most sexualized job for men. How do you not expect them to get a lap dance once in a while?
How is that
They put out
national news, guys?
shirtless calendars every year.
And how can you expect strippers to stay away from them? It's impossible.
Right.
They're like two magnets, firefighters and strippers.
That's what I said. Simpatico.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's it. That's the whole story. It's insane.
Right. But a Marine's not allowed to go to strip clubs next?
Yeah. He fights for our country, but he can't date a stripper.
Terrible.
Wow. Well, Mark, that's important news. Thank you for shedding a light on that. Because
calm down, San Jose. Yeah.
Yeah. What a waste of a study or whatever, or investigation. Come on.
Is there no crime in San Jose? The mayor of San Jose is worried about this?
Yeah. Seems like you have a million things more important to do to get to the bottom of that one.
Unbelievable.
All right. Okay, San Jose. All right. One last word from our sponsors today. We all want to turn back the clock. For some, it's for vanity. Maybe that's you. I know it's a little bit for me that way. Others, it's just to relive those glory days. And for me, it's a little bit of both. I want to wake up every morning with zero brain fog, a clear mind, and be as energized as I was when I was younger. And thanks to First Person, I can do that, and I can take a more active role in my brain's overall health as well. After witnessing the deteriorating effects of Alzheimer's that had on their father and grandfather's cognitive health, brothers Chris and Joe were determined to take their brain health into their own hands. 25 years of research and experimentation later, they created First Person, an innovative, precision-targeted cognitive supplement system which uses the brain-boosting medicinal benefits of mushrooms to activate the full potential of human cognition and brain health. These are mushroom pills that make your brain healthier. First Person supplements are made with functional mushrooms that aim to stimulate the body's natural production of specific neurotransmitters that trigger activities like energy, mood, and sleep. Pretty good, right? First Person uses 100% grain-free organic mushrooms as well as a highly curated blend of nutraceuticals sourced from the best in-class vendors they can find. I personally love the Sunbeam for motivation and focus, and you get a clear, alert feeling. You're inspired right after taking the pill, but the others are great too. Golden Hour for social, Moonlight for sleep. What do you guys like?
Moonlight for me, baby. Yeah,
definitely Moonlight.
You wake up feeling refreshed and rested for sure. And they have also the Golden Hour for social and the Sunbeam for when you want to get going. Start improving your brain health and cognition with First Person. Get 15% off your first order by going to getfirstperson.com and use code HARDFACTOR. That's GETFIRSTPERSON.com. Code HARDFACTOR, all one word, for 15% off your first order. GetFirstPerson.com, code HARDFACTOR. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. These products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Thanks, Mayor of San Jose. Oh, here, real quick. Here's. She was just like in a bikini. That's her, and that sidewalk is her work. Right, like 1 foot to her right's the work, and the car was parked 1 foot to her left. She walked 3 feet to her work.
That's she just got off the fire truck.
He dropped her off.
Yeah,
I get it. That probably takes more than one person to drive a fire truck. But
what does he have to drive a hearse to drop her off? Like what? She can't get dropped off in a fucking car. Like
also.
Cars?
Hate to blow your minds, but maybe there was more than one enjoying the time inside city council, and it shouldn't be a problem.
It's clearly someone powerful in San Jose's girlfriend.
Yeah, you can't expect her to walk a long way in those heels,
Yeah.
No, you can't. All right, fellas, before we get, I'm going to call this section Disinfo Central. It's basically a lightning round of all of the most important disinformation shit that's going on as we lead up to these elections. As we talked about, you can already see between Diddy and Ye, it's already getting nuts on the political sides of the aisle.
Right.
And the misinformation makes it even more nuts. You won't even believe how much disinformation is out there. But real quick, before we go into that, quick shout out to listeners Jake, for having to deal with a masked naked guy they found in his neighborhood in Cincinnati.
That's creepy. Look at that mask.
Cool.
Yeah, it's like a dog head mask, and he was just nude in Cincinnati walking around neighborhoods.
That's some master
scary.
submissive kind of shit going on.
I agree. Like if you have a naked guy in the neighborhood, which you shouldn't, I would prefer not a creepy mask.
He's thick too. He could fuck you up too, and he's also like a sexual deviant with that mask.
It reminds me of what's that Nick Cage movie, 8mm?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, very creepy. Also, listener Jasmine in Louisville trying to stay safe at the giant UPS Worldport facility that's feeling pretty haunted this October after a recent on-site suicide. So extremely spooky start to October in the world of Hardo Hive adjacent news. Those were both like kind of big news stories in the listeners' areas. Also, listener Claude's in Lee County, Florida, Mark, unfortunately let us know that Mayor Ray Murphy specifically and others like Lee County Sheriff's Office may have actually fucked up a lot last week by not issuing evacuation orders for some of the hardest hit places by Hurricane Ian until just 24 hours before landfall, a full day after other areas that were not hit as hard were given the evacuation orders.
I believe it. And again, like we love Florida, everyone that, lost family members, most importantly, pets, houses, we've been thinking about you the whole time. We feel for you. I will say a guy like Ray Murphy probably doesn't, he's hungover a lot.
Yeah. He needs the information so early.
He needs someone else to give the information out.
Right. He can't be. And so it took him 24 extra hours, unfortunately. And that's not good.
It like a concert and then not like emailed. Yeah.
Yeah. Right. He couldn't see it through the tint of the glasses until 24 hours later. But so that's a lot of back and forth in Florida talking about that. And then in Biden timeland, it was awesome as we learned live on Friday's show that he pardoned all federal marijuana possession offenders at the end of last week. President Biden did, which is like I think up to 6,500 people. So it's a lot of pardons.
That's good.
Very
and the
good.
Reclassification would prevent further people, right?
It wouldn't. That is going to take multiple years, and it would not. It would still be classified as a narcotic because it's on the table. So it looks like it still needs federal legislation to be legalized for sales and not getting arrested purposes of having it on you. Yeah. So they still need. So it's a great pardon. Still need to get legislation through if they want to legalize marijuana at federal level. And also, it was a bit of a mixed bag since the same day it was declared the highest likelihood of nuclear Armageddon since the Cuban Missile Crisis by President Biden as well. So a real good news, bad news one on that one.
Friday's mainstream media on social media sites like Instagram and Twitter was like, "We're all gonna die."
Oh, it was bad. Yeah.
I woke up thinking I was going to die.
Yeah.
It was bad. It was bad. It was real bad. And sorry, Biden folks, I'm not trying to upset you. Just he's the president, so reporting on it. But some people that I was trying to upset, the chess world, have officially responded to me after my rant on Friday's show. At Papa Alformaggio says, on behalf of all casual chess players that like to go on chess.com and smash chess nerds, we don't worship Magnus. We just want the story that Hans has anal beads vibrating send knight to E7 in Morse code against his prostate to be true so fucking bad because it's fucking hysterical. Have a great fucking day. So
Well, that's a good response.
That's the way the chess world feels. Cheese Papa's the man. He also
Papa Formaggio.
he knows. Papa Formaggio knows. Also, check this out. The thing that I saw at that restaurant that was really cool is called a CVAP. It cooks with heat and steam. Papa Formaggio knows a lot of facts. So that's what the chess world says. I agree. I mean, it'd be funny if the anal beads was true. Okay.
Sure.
Okay. Quick rundown now of all the best disinformation. This is the best disinformation, so that means it's actually the worst. It's hurting things the most.
I see.
Because it's the most effective. Best disinformation out there right now, headed towards this election season. And speaking of nuclear Armageddon, Reuters fact check felt it necessary to classify that this fake tweet from Jim Cramer about Putin probably not using nukes was fake. Now, the tweet is incredibly fake. It's Jim Cramer's Twitter, but the @ is @PoorDart, and then it's sent at 009. So it's like not even a real handle or time it was sent. And it says it's Jim Cramer tweeting, "It is incredibly unlikely that Russia will use nuclear weapons." And of course, because Jim Cramer's wrong about everything all the time, it was like a viral meme and people were like, "Get to the bunker, blah, blah, blah." So even though it was obviously fake, but Jim Cramer is so obviously notoriously wrong about everything all the time, Reuters felt the need to clarify that fake tweet was fake, even though it was obviously fake.
This tweet by this nut was fake.
Right.
Right.
Yeah. Whereas we say we're 80%, accurate, and like
he's 100% wrong, basically.
Right. He's like Alex Jones. Like 1 out of like 50 things he says sticks, and he's like, "I told you."
Right. To the point Reuters needs to correct an obvious fake falsehood. Okay. So we're whatever, we're all rooting against nuclear war on this podcast.
I hope so.
I can say officially anti-nuclear war podcast.
Me too.
Okay. Now, the first of 2 stops in Russia in this Disinformation Central, of course, because it's Russia and they love to do disinfo. They got caught 2 weeks ago by Meta using at least 60 fake news station websites to target people in Europe on social media ad campaigns to try and make them more sympathetic to Russia's invasion of Ukraine. So they were making like fake news articles about grain shortages, gas shortages, and also questioning the war crimes that were being reported, out of Ukraine. And like, it was
Putin's blood pool is not even good deer blood.
Exactly. They totally weren't, that when they were raping and pillaging, they were totally nice about it. So it wasn't a war crime.
No one cared about those stories.
Yeah. And it was done, Mark, by mimicking legitimate European brands like Der Spiegel, The Guardian, ANSA, and others. So they made fake websites that looked like these real news websites, and then spent over $100,000 on Facebook promotions just in Facebook to try to promote the 60 fake news sites. Over 1,000 fake accounts associated with those 60 fake news sites. But Meta claims that they've shut it down on their sites, at least. No word from Twitter, but I'm sure if
you were susceptible to those fake news sites, you were already sympathetic to Russia.
No, I think literally they're just trying to trick people who are gullible. They have like this thing that said The Guardian, but they,
But I mean, like,
it's like,
what can they possibly say? Like, oh, the Russians are out of grains, so we're going to kill Ukrainians.
Just people think it's real. Like some people don't realize it's not real. So you got to watch out. They had 60 fake, mimicking real news sites.
Yeah.
And Mark, it's not only the Russians, but right here at home, there's a new company called Local Report Inc. that's cropped up in Florida. It's based out of Florida and DC. In the run-up to this year's midterm elections. And Axios reports that it manages at least 51 fake online newspapers in swing states. Examples of these newspapers that are completely fake are the Milwaukee Metro Times, the Mecklenburg Herald, and the Tri-City Record. And all of these fake newspapers, they push, basically political ads as content for the Democrats in those state elections. So it was formed by former Obama, Harry Reid, and Al Franken staffers. And apparently the governor candidate, Joe Lombardo in Nevada, is the one they focused on a lot. So you should probably bet on him using our code at predictit.org/ promo / hard factor 60, because at his price right now, you still put down that 60 on him, doubled 120. That's $156 for $60.
You're saying in the swing states, the only disinfo for these fake sites was on the left?
No, Mark, we're about to get to that.
Okay.
That was on the left. That was the 51 fake online newspapers in swing states by Local Report Inc. They run those, and they're afraid of Lombardo. Cash in on that. Anyways, on the flip side of the coin, there's a company called Metric Media, also based out of Florida, who runs at least 36 fake online newspapers, similar to the other one on the other side, that push conservative opinions as content, including the following examples of their fake papers: the Kane County Reporter, Chicago City Wire, West Cook News, DuPage Policy Journal, Lake County Gazette, and Will County Gazette, et cetera, et cetera. Tons of fake papers.
On the left and the right, that's about, we'll say 90-ish.
Like 100, probably 100 total. They don't know.
They each have like websites. You're saying you can land.
Yeah, these are like total. Like they have like it's like looks like a newspaper. It's totally fake.
And they're like it's almost like the Onion. Like stuff. They're like making up these news stories.
Well, they aggregate. They do RSS feeds of like other news, like sports scores and all this shit. Okay. So they build it like a real.
To us, where they like just take a news story and just talk about it, or like they're making up.
No. This is a disinformation campaign to make people believe that political ads are actually news stories.
That's not.
And they do it on both sides.
That's bad. That's bad.
Yeah, and then they do it right here at home. So I don't know why they're worried about Russia doing it, because we do it.
We definitely do it here
home.
Yeah.
Why don't they? I mean, this is such a huge problem, and they need to just pass very strict laws against this. Like
you'd think, Wes,
fucking laws.
It's like a big
First
business.
Amendment
apparently.
exists, Wes. Like it's tough. Like it's
it's a big business for them.
It's a slippery slope when you start.
I'm gonna amend that.
It's the First Amendment protects a lot of this stuff.
Our foreign adversaries and the political parties, which do definitely try to seek control of this country, are often protected by the First Amendment. It is true. So basically, watch your buns out there, especially as we get closer to November 8th, Election Day.
Just lots of us. Just tell everyone to listen to us. Just listen to us. Yeah.
Right. We're telling you about the fake news. We don't make it on purpose. If we do, it's total accident, and we will correct it, like we did with the boob bot scandal. More to come on that, because the boob bot is saying they may take an interview with us. Right. And so also, why are we worried about Russia? We make a ton of propaganda in-house, two parties. Okay, now to Iran, another place where they do a shitload of propaganda for one of the coolest disinformation crackdowns I've ever seen. A group called Ali's Justice hacked Iranian state TV over the weekend with a picture of Iranian Supreme Leader Ali Khamenei in flames and targets, with a text caption message saying, "Join us and rise up," and audio that chanted "Women, life, and freedom." Here's the clip of the Iranian state TV when they got hacked. Wait a minute. Life, freedom. Yeah. And then it's like the Khamenei's thing. And then, like the anchor's like, oh, shit, we got it.
That guy's like, I'm about to die for that.
yeah.
The last
thing they're rolling.
Can you
the
show
last
his
thing they're
face?
going to see is his face.
Can you show his face out the audio again?
Yeah. Let me. I'll just fast forward to the terrified anchor at the end.
Yeah.
Here he is.
Yeah.
Gulping.
He's like, you realize the studio is going to get bombed any second, right?
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh shit.
Yeah, that's a no shit.
That's a fuck face. Yeah.
Hope I don't get blamed for that one.
Yeah. No, it's bad over there in Iran. We've talked about all of the protesting. This is all in the wake of Mansa Amini's death. She was detained in Tehran by morality police, as we've discussed, for allegedly not covering her hair properly. And then the 22-year-old Iranian Kurdish woman died in custody on September 16th, 3 days after her arrest. Protest worthy indeed. And one of the coolest hacks you will ever see on that video, right, guys? I mean, it had like the saw face and then like the intimidating graphic. It was
like a bullet, like a target across the leader's head.
I think we've learned that, I mean, like, most people can get hacked. If the U.S. government can get hacked, our biggest like corporations can get hacked. I think the Iranian like news can get hacked. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. And I hope the Russian state TV channel, Mark, can get hacked as well, because let's finally take it back to Russia one last time in the Disinfo corner, of course, as we would. 2 stops in Russia, with the most hilarious propaganda video potentially of all time. That was released recently by Putin's Kremlin, and it's being blasted currently all over Russian state TV right now, trying to encourage people to not leave Russia after the call up. So they are just I'm going to play the video for you guys, and then we can break it down after. And this is encouraging people to not move to the United States. And I'll be every character that isn't the couple in the video. Okay, guys, this is in Russian, so we need to talk over it. It's got subtitles, but we can talk over it. So I'll be every character in the video that isn't the couple. And I'll do the stage direction. You want the dude?
Yeah.
Okay. He has more lines.
And I'm the chick.
Yeah. You're the chick, Wes. You're the wife. Okay, you're the wife, Wes. Mark, you're the husband. I will be like the stewardess and all the other people they're talking to, and the stage directions. All right, you guys ready?
Yep.
Okay, let's do it.
How long have I wanted to do this?
You fly to America?
Yes,
we're moving here.
America is the freest country in the world. Land of opportunity.
Are you with your husband?
Yes, we're together. He will come here soon. And here's my husband. Get acquainted.
My name's Emily. I'm a chick who's called husband.
Looks sarcastically at his wife.
Sniffing the beef, which is great for some reason. Sorry, mister. Passengers behind you, vegetarians. They have discomfort because you eat meat.
Looks disgusted at delicious meat, but we don't force them to eat it.
Sorry, but in the U.S. it's customary to adhere to the principles of democracy. Let me take it from you. Your meat. I took your meat. I took your meat. Took your food.
Hey, there's a line to the toilet.
What do you want?
I tell you, get in line to the toilet.
I'm sorry, mister. What happened?
There's a guy jumping in line.
So what? You don't want him to go in front of you?
I am.
Sure. You need to skip him in front of you. He will wait. His people endured the oppression of white people for many years. We all owe African Americans a debt. I am going to get on my knee now. Forgive us, sir. Please use the bathroom first. And they're letting this African man go to the bathroom first.
Oh, and this flight
stewardess is now on a knee. Everybody's taking a knee.
The way she got on her knee.
And Wes and I look shocked. Oh, yeah. Wes is going down on knee. I'm going down on knee too. All right. I don't like it.
Everyone's bowing to the black
I don't like it though.
As you get stared at by the guys now using the restroom. Can you move to the front side of the plane, please?
Only me?
No, all 3 of you. The whole family.
Why?
There's a couple behind you. They're child-free. The fact is that your son gets into their field of vision and it makes them uncomfortable, okay? You gotta move.
Give Mother Russia, we're coming back! And I jumped out of the plane.
Jumping out of the plane!
Holy shit, that was incredible.
What an ad.
Yeah. Right?
Wow. So, I mean, they made some great points about America, I'll tell you that.
We're not that woke. We're not that woke. It's unbelievable.
You've let someone cut the line because of
no, not that part. But the vegetarian part, the we gotta cater to everyone's feelings. That thing.
Oh, I don't know. I think you can eat meat in front of people still.
I think
you can, but you can. It obviously was exaggerated, but a little bit. They kind of nailed us a little bit.
We're not that woke, but they did nail us a little bit.
You could do a flip side where like the gays get killed in our ad. Like, do you want to go to Russia? You'll get decapitated if you're gay.
Right.
Of course,
we could easily
America far better than Russia, but
ours would also look way
That's the way they see us, though.
I do think that ad was funny. It just was exaggerated.
Yeah. Pretty funny spoof. We should just fire back with our own spoof of Russia, Mark.
Exactly.
I like that.
We volunteer. We'll make that ad.
Yeah, we should just make our own. That's a great idea, Mark. We should just make our own. And while that's some incredible propaganda, it's incredibly fake because, as Mark points out, I would love to see somebody try to do an unannounced meat confiscation on an American flight. You just watch the sparks fly. It would be unbelievable.
Also, did you see that Russian meat? Didn't look very good.
Well, no, that was supposed to be American meat. I got the joke later, Mark. It's
now I
supposed
get-
to be like fake Bill Gates
Shit
meat.
Okay.
Yeah, because
That
they're
makes more
flying
sense.
to America, right? They're like
It
shitting
looked
on
like
America.
terrible meat.
That's why
Oh, it
you're
looked
sniffing
horrible
it, yeah.
because they're saying we eat like
Yeah,
synthetic
you're
ass.
right.
fake
You're right. It was
shit.
our
Yeah,
meat.
yeah.
It was our meat. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but anyways,
Damn.
amazing disinformation. Some of the best I've ever seen.
How did they leave out the gay angle? That shocks me that they didn't have like
Yeah.
two guys making out,
yeah.
you know.
Well, but they had the lesbians at the beginning.
I'm sorry, the gays
Yeah,
get
I
first
guess you're
class
right.
to
I
have
guess
sex.
The very first
They did
joke,
do that,
Wes,
yeah.
was
They
being
did,
shocked
yeah.
by lesbians. So, I
They
mean,
did,
I
they
think
did,
they got the gays in there for sure.
I guess you're right. Yeah.
They did a highbrow gay joke.
I thought they were going to go much lower. Yeah. Like two guys walking to the bathroom at the same time.
With ball and gag.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, the one they really drove in the most is how Russians are terrified of using the same bathroom as a black person. Yeah, that's the one they really drove home.
They
the
hit
most.
that one hard.
Yeah. They really made sure everybody knows.
They like black people less than gay people. They're more offended by black people, which is funny because they're pushing the Ukrainians are like Nazis angle. And that's always been the lady doth protest too much. I've always thought like Russians per capita have more hateful people towards Jews and blacks than Ukraine. Not that Ukraine doesn't.
The
not that
racial
everyone doesn't.
strife was strong.
It was
in the
very
spoof
strong
video.
in that commercial. Yeah.
Yes. Wow. That was Russia's state media that put that out.
That's Putin himself. Yeah, that was the Kremlin. It's playing on as like a commercial on loop right now in Russia.
How do they find a black actor in Russia?
That's shocking. I think I've seen him in some other stuff. They probably paid him a lot.
They must have paid him $10 million for that ad. Oh man,
That's awesome.
Wheel time.
Yeah, some great propaganda to
That was
close out the show
incredible.
today. Oh yeah, wheel time.
That was
Let's.
a great commercial.
Whose cup of coffee did tomorrow?
What is it gonna be? Right back at me.
Oh my goodness, Wes has called his own number now. How many is that? 3 or 4 spins in a row, Wes?
3 spins, Rex, you got the high five.
High five and 2 coffees at least. So 3 at least.
Where the hell's Pat?
Wes calling his own number.
Pat's been off the wheel for 3 weeks.
He'll come back on
Oh yeah,
Thursday.
just toss him back on the wheel, and then
His first day back, he's getting coffee.
yeah.
There's no wheel spin for that.
It's like the pat bat signal. Just toss him back on the wheel, and then he'll be in the next day. Okay, don't forget to share and save our videos to help us grow. We're still growing, and we've got a lot more room to go. You can now watch full shows on Spotify and YouTube, so do that. You can also see the clip downs on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, and more social media apps. Please share and save the videos on there. Helps us grow. But most importantly, get out there and have a great fucking Monday.
Hard Factor. Cheat on the news. Patreon.com/Hard Factor.